Hi, welcome to At Home. I'm Kevin Barthel. It's Christmas in July. A new family tradition started on my mom's side a few years ago. To take the pressure off everyone to get together during the holidays, we started celebrating in July when everyone was together for the 4th. Well, I'm making my gifts this year. I know, surprise, surprise. I'm making birch log snowmen. The first thing you're going to need for this project, obviously, is a birch log. Now, if you don't have access to these in the woods somewhere, you can order these from your local garden center, and it'll cost you about $4 a foot. Now, I've cut my sections into 8 inches, 6 inches, and 5 inches so that I can make a little grouping or a little family. Daddy, mama, baby, daddy, daddy, baby, mama, mama, baby, whatever your family is made up of. The first thing I want to do once I have my sections ready is paint their faces on so they can be drying while I'm working on the rest of the pieces. Alright, I'm going to use black acrylic paint. And I'm going to use a very small paintbrush, and I'm going to paint on the eyes and the mouth. Try and get them to be the same size. One thing to remember is that we have a hat going on this, so you don't want to paint your eyes too high up on the head, otherwise the hat is going to cover the eyes. And make sure you leave room for the nose as well. Now we're just going to let that dry. The next step is to make our carrot noses. Now to do this, I'm going to use a 1/4 inch dowel and a straight blade. Now if you were making larger snowmen, you could use a larger dowel, but for this size it's good enough. And I'm going to use a straight blade. I'm going to whittle the dowel away to make it look like a carrot. I'm going to take the straight blade and just kind of hack away at the dowel. Now it's much easier to do this with a longer piece of wood. If you cut this off first, you wouldn't have anything to hold on to. I'm just going to keep chomping away at it and not worrying about whether or not each section is taken off nice and smooth. Because the chunkier it is, the more carrot-like it will look once it's painted. I'm going to take my clippers. I'm going to leave about a 1/2 inch from where I whittled and snip it off. And there's our first carrot nose. I'm going to use a nice carrot orange acrylic paint to paint my noses and a little bit bigger paintbrush. And you want to try and get the whole thing painted so that if a little bit of the part where you didn't whittle away shows, it doesn't matter. Blend right in. And then you set it down to dry with the others. Now while our painted pieces are drying, I'm going to work on the stick arms. Now these are sticks that I just found alongside the road yesterday, and we're just going to trim them up a little bit. Now I like to have a nice little V section at the end of my stick because it gives the illusion of a hand. And don't worry about making them all the same size. If you're making a real snowman outside, you just pick up a stick and shove it into the snow. So they can be of varying lengths, sizes, whatever you can find. There, now we have a pile of twigs to choose from when we're ready to put the arms on. The next thing I want to do is make my hats. Now this is a great way to use up scraps of fabric. There is no official measuring happening here. I'm just going to wrap this fabric around the head of my snowman and pin it, and that will give me the opening. And I'll take this over to the sewing machine and just make a big triangle, so sew it from here to here, and then we'll trim off the excess. Now that it's sewn, I'm going to trim it about 1/4 of an inch from my sewing line. Now I'm going to turn it right side out. Use my scissors to get the point poked out there. Now we have our first snowman hat. Next, I'm going to make my scarves in a coordinating fabric. And to do this, I'm going to rip a straight piece of fabric, and I'm going to make my scarves for these guys about 2 inches wide. And you can make the scarves any length you want. They can be long and drapey or short. And now I'm going to trim and give my little scarf tassels on the end by cutting into the end of the scarf about 1.5 inches. And repeat on the other end. And there's your finished scarf. Alright, all our pieces are finished. Now it's time to assemble them. I'm going to start that by drilling holes into the logs for the arms and the nose. Now I have different sized drill bits here, just in case, because all the sticks are different sizes. But I'm going to start by putting the nose in. So I want to pick a place, put my nose, and then I'm going to drill a hole, not a very deep hole, maybe about 1/4 of an inch in. Clean it out a little bit. Good fit. All right, and now time for the arms. I'm going to pick a spot just underneath the smile of the snowman. And I'm going to put this one in at an angle. And I'm going to go in about 1/2 inch, I think. Make sure that fits. Yeah, good. On this side, I'm going to kind of go straight in. Now we can glue our arms and our nose in. I finished drilling the holes for the nose and the arms, and now I got my trusty old glue gun and I can glue everything together. A little dab of glue in the nose. Some glue in the armhole. And because of that angle I drilled the hole at, the arm goes up a little bit and it's kind of waving. Hello! Now I can get the scarf on. Get a dab of glue under here to hold the scarf down. Actually, the scarf's a little too long. So we'll just cut the ends. I'll put the hat on. Once I have it into place, I'm just going to put a little dab of glue, hold it on the head. And the same in the back. I'll fold the hat down. Put another little dab of glue here. Press it into place, let the glue set, and there you are. There's your finished snowman. Here's my snowman family all finished. It's a great gift idea that's quick, easy, and will last a lifetime. Now, on a more personal note, I'd like to share a project with you that will mean a lot to my family. This past spring we lost my grandpa, and this will be our first family celebration without him. Now, he had a pair of plaid pants that he wore every Christmas. Well, nobody else can fit in them. So, I've taken them apart and I've made Christmas tree ornaments for everyone. Now, I decided to make little pants and I attached them to a hanger I made out of old wire hangers. This way, Gramps will continue to be with us in his Christmas pants forever. Gramps, you'll be missed, but always loved. And for all of you, however you choose to spend your time with your family this summer, be safe. Well, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you soon at home. If you have any suggestions, comments, project ideas, or even photos of your own projects you'd like to share, please feel free to visit the At Home Facebook page. I'd love to hear from you.